We had a pool 20 years ago, and it was basic, flat, simple backyard, simple design. 20 years fast forward, landscape changes, technology changes, and we have to deal with now the complexity of building on the water's edge. Totally different than what we were used to. We talked to several pool builders, couldn't get there. My wife, Dana, talked to her sisters. She used pleasure pools. So Kevin Allen shows up, and we had talked to a few other guys, but I see him digitizing the house. And that's right up my alley. I'm an aerospace manufacturing engineer. It was spot on. We talked. I needed to tell him, my concerns with the difficulty of building on the water, which he knew. I mean, he's in the business. So we go through a few things. I give him my design parameters, and he says, look, I already have an idea of something that I did very similar. I'm gonna put your pool in the ground. And Dana was next to me. She said, I don't get it. And we kind of talked, and he said, nothing's gonna be hanging out of the ground. I'll bring it down and give you a feature wall. You can have fountains, and I could see it immediately.
We built a pool 20 years ago, and after our experience then, I swore I would never do it again. Just the mess and the yard being torn up for a decent amount of time, I couldn't take that. But we did move to this home, and it did not have a pool like we wanted, and my husband said, we'll go ahead and build one.
So the dig begins. Throughout the design and then executing what you have at the end, there's a lot of variation. Construction materials, ideas. Kevin had a layout, and my wife Dana, she just made these tweaks, let's change this stone, and even the sub said, look, let's not use this wall, let's go to something else. So they ended up working concurrently and getting this all in the model at the same time, looking, see how things would come out. And it was exceptional. And it just, I feel like I have a piece of the Adriatic in my backyard.
I felt like it was such a relief when I'd called Pleasure Pools, because we had already spoken to a couple other pool companies and just felt like we weren't really getting anywhere or anything that we wanted. Originally we started out with, we said we just wanted something to just dip our feet into, nothing extravagant. And called Pleasure Pools, and Kevin Allen answered the phone, and just explained to him kind of our yard and the situation we had, how we were near the water, and it was a big slope and a hill. And as soon as I explained that to him, he had an idea immediately. I called my husband at work and said, you're not going to believe this, but it looks like they just dropped Rome in our backyard.
So it's funny how things work out. We get to the end of the build, all the construction's done. We had the superstar crew, Kevin and Homer, working the job. And then when you get to the end of the project, you still have a choice of getting a service for the pool or doing it yourself, pool school. We chose that, we're hands-on. Well, the next golden nugget comes in, Doc. He's the next superstar on the team, and he broke down the system through the equipment, through the chemistry. He did a fantastic job. We can call him at any time, and he will answer, and we have done it. So the whole team for Pleasure is outstanding. I'm glad to be this guy.